Hey guys, welcome back to another video and I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to learn how to make a registration form. Like it's a simple registration form and we have used TK enter into it, right? So basically we are going to store our data into a XLS file, right? Means a Excel's worksheet, right? But we are not going to store our data into database because every time we can't store data into database. Instead, we are going to store that data into a Excel file. So what are the benefits for that? Like we can what we have done in our student management system, we have took our extracted data from database, presented it through a tree view, tk into tree view, and from there we have extracted from tree view and then to a csv file. But here we are directly going to store data into a excel file so that you can print it, you can use it, you can have a hard copy, right? So basically this is a simple registration form. Here you can see it. Just a second. Okay, so I'll just say the bot 2, right? I will say course as 12th, semester as 23rd. Sorry, okay, not this one. Like course and semesters are little bit different. Here we go, I will run it. It's the same, but I have just used class and section instead of course and you know that thing. So we'll just say bot 2 class 12th section A, form number 3, contact number 123444455, anything you want, xyz dot xyz dot com. Like it's not an email, but you can have anything into it. Just email into it, India, right? And just say submit. So here you can see what other changes, like we can use enter instead of having our uh, tab, or every time you have to press on the new widget, but instead of that we can use our enter to jump onto second enter widget, right? So for that we have used it. The main thing about this project is I'm not going to code all this project. Instead, I'm just going to copy this whole code and going to explain you. Means I'm not going to copy this whole code in one go. Rather than it, I'm going to copy a small part of code and then I will explain you what that part of code will do and how it will react, right? So let's start it. So basically, as I've told you, I'm not going to code. So I'm just going to copy the code from the old file into a new file. Means we are going to take codes into a small, like a pack, small pack, not the whole code in one go, right? So I'll just copy the first part of the code, right? So just scrolling up and here we go. I'll copy this much of code, this much of code. Now I will paste it over here. So now here what we have done is we have used a new library called as openpyxl, and we have just installed it through cmd. You can just open cmd, say pip install openpyxl, and you can have it, right? So here we have used that, and now on the sixth and seventh line, basically it's not sixth and seventh. Now here we have used wv as a variable, but it is a short form of a workbook. So just use it. W means workbook, and we have load a workbook into it, and here we have given a path. So which path it is? So I'll just minimize it and show you. You can see a data file over here, right? So the path of this file, I have just copied it and I have used it over here so that our program can direct the path to it. And then we have used another thing, that is sit will basically active the workbook, and all the data will be when we want to extract we will use sit, and when we have to enter any data into file, we are also going to use sit only, right? Because sit variable will work as a middleman. Now jumping on to another part of code, we have another function. So I'll just copy the function and show you what are the changes. I'll just copy it and paste it over here. So basically it's a def excel function. So here you can see a first line is seat dot column dimensions. So this code is basically used to configure our width, right? Our column width or a cell width, how much width we want. So basically we have said, I will just call this over here. I don't want OBS over there. I want my Excel file open over here. So you can see the data which we have entered, right? So I'll just delete all the data for now and then just save it. I'll take this over here, and no, I will take this over here, right? So here as you can see I used column A. So basically it will define the column A. So here you can see it has a width of 30 pixels or 30 okay, 30 pixels. Now basically going over here we have B, C, D, E, F, G. So basically we have just configure all the width as we wanted. Now going further, we have seat.cell row 1 column 1. So we are assigning the main location. So we are going a program that in this location we want this name, means name, uh, like a string called as name over there. So when this code will run, it will give headings to all our columns, right? So row 1 column 1, okay, so it will basically A1, right? Row 1 means row 1 is the same, this one, this row, basically this whole row, right? Not the column 1 1 2 3, just the one first row, right? And then we are going to say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and in that we have added class, section, phone number, contact, email address, like that. So basically for adding headings to our cells we have used this function, right? Heading further, we have another part of code that is depth focus and these elements, but I'm just going to copy it because we are just going to copy it. But don't when you start coding, don't code it first, code it later. Like you will understand when I will say. So here you can see the errors. Why we have this error? Because we haven't said anything as name field yet. So program don't have name field thing, so it can't have, like, it can't assume anything. So I will just explain this code, this set of code in future, means in upcoming part of the video. Then I am just going to carry this thing again, it will go same. So I'll just prefer not to explain this code for now. Instead of that, I'm going to explain you the driver code or the tick enter code, right? So I'll just copy this whole code from here, okay, and I will paste it over here. So here also you can see here we have focus 1, focus 2, focus 3, focus 4, right? This is a basically a tick enter. In here what we have done, we have called excel over here and again over down over here, so that we can have the same thing, right? Now as you can see we have done a little bit a different kind of coding. I have recently learned that first of all, give all the labels, right? Means don't give in the between that we want to place the label over here. Just configure the label, what you have, what text you want in your label, and then go further, and then at the down configure all them, or say your program I want to place it over here at the down of that after finishing that code, right? Basically what I'm trying to explain you is, don't code like this. Means just for an example, if I will cut it here from over here, right, and place over here like this, then it will work, there will be no error. But what it will do, when you have to configure all these things, like if I want to change the white color, then it will be, you have to go for more lines. Instead of that, if you just remove the line from there and code it down below here, then it will be easier for you, and rest depends on you how it goes for you. As usual, I have done this for field entry widgets too. Just entry widgets over here and placing things over here. In between you can see a new thing, that is name field dot bind. So bind is used to command your cursor to change his icon, means change it icon or command keys to work, right? Means here you can see I have used return, right? Return is our enter key, right? So basically we have used our enter key to jump on the another focus 1, focus 2, focus 3. So let's go to focus 1, focus 2, and focus 3 commands, right? So I'll just copy it from here. Now I will copy that code. Now I won't get any errors, right? So I'll just copy it, and I'll just say it means just paste it over here. Done. Now I'll just say this. Okay. So what this will do? Def focus one name field dot focus set. This will set the focus of name field. Means when I will say enter, it will take our cursor to another widget having the label name field or semester field or form number field, right? So it is basically done to make our enter button work. If you press enter, it will jump onto another. Again, if you will press enter, it will jump onto another one, right? So for that, we have used this part of the codes, right? Now I'm going to explain you the def clear function, and it is pretty much easy because we have used many a times that things, right? In many projects, by the way. Okay, so def clear is name underscore field dot delete. It means it will delete all the data which you have entered in your entry widget, right? So basically 0 comma end means delete everything from starting from 0 to end, right? So it will just delete it, means it will just empty your entry widget. Now we have def insert, and it is also pretty much new and pretty much simple. So I'll just copy it, go over here, and just paste it. So first of all, in def insert function, we have if else statements, if else conditions saying that if name field dot get is empty, means if our all the widgets are empty, we don't enter any data into it and directly go on say submit. So it will just say empty fields. It won't like go for this, right? It won't enter any empty data into our fields, right? In our Excel file. And then we have else. Here we have current rows, a current row, and then set dot max row. Max row matlab means like just a second. Max row means the number of rows containing text, means the maximum number of row containing text, and same goes for max column, right? Now we have cell sit dot cell row current row plus one, means we have to jump every time, right? And the down one, right? Because if we say we are adding data one, right? So we have means in the first row over here we have set our headings, right? So if we'll say plus one, it will jump onto the second row, right? So basically it is for that only. So it will say second row column 1, it will set our name field dot get, means it will extract the data from our entry widget and paste it over here. Same goes for the all three, means all seven values, right? And then we have wb means workbook dot save and the path directory, right? And then we have again name field dot focus underscore set and then clear function. So clear function will create all whole form, and then name field dot focus set will set the focus to the first one, right? So this was all about the code, and I will run it. Okay, just to show you. So I'll just say control F5. Okay, I have to just save it. So I will say ret.py. Okay, so let's hope for the best. Okay, so we have something over here, bad option. Okay, colum, right? Now I will just again run it. There is some mistake in copying the code, so I'll just run it again. Okay, so here we go. We'll just say bot 1 because we have deleted the data into it, right? Then we'll say class is 12th, section is A, form number 1, contact number 123444321. Then we have email address you can use enter, right? Because we have coded for that. You can say xyz dot at the rate xyz.com and then press enter. You can see it jump to another one. Address is India, right? INDIA, and then just say submit. So because it is coming, as we have opened our data file over here, just close it so that just save it so that no error will come. Just say submit. So our code will work. Now I will open it. Okay, so over here you can see all the data over here. Bot 1, 12th, A1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It came for two times because first time when we pressed it was access denied. But when we closed, the code run it and the data entered. Then again we pressed enter. So it is just a small kind of bug or a glitch, you can say, because we this project is not on a high level. So basically this was the small thing that I want to explain, that you can use your Excel file to save your data too, right? So if you like this video, like, share and subscribe.